Welcome to my video blog of super hot pepper. I'm doing super hot pepper germination in preparation for spring planting. Right now it is the very first few days of January 2017, and I have planted some of these, sowed some of these on the date shown here in little germination pods. I'll show you in a second. I've labeled each one of them when I planted them, and I've kind of highlighted around the ones that have sprouted here in the past week to keep track of them, what they're doing, what their progress is here in January. I'll show you the seed pods in a minute. Here are the seed pods, and number 1 is on the left, number 2 is in the middle, and 3 is on the right. I showed you that how I mapped them out on that chart I showed you a minute ago, and this is where we're at approximately a week after I sowed these. There are many ways to keep seeds germinate seeds. One of the most important things to do is make sure that the temperature in where they're being kept is roughly 84 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit, and that they get plenty of water. I've just watered all these and put them under the domes, and I have a heat lamp on them. And I have, I got them at a distance so that the temperature in these shouldn't exceed more than about 90 degrees. It shouldn't be any higher than that. And I heavily water them, and within 1 day, all of the moisture inside, 1 or 2 days, all the moisture inside of the soil is all evaporated and then leaks out all over, evaporates and then condenses on the base of these domes. So then I just repeat it, water once a day, rinse and just continue doing that once a day. I'm using the wet paper towel method. You can see that on a lot of other videos you'll see on YouTube. The method is basically you put the seeds on the wet paper towels, fold them over. I found that trial and error. You need to keep the wet paper towels wet almost to the point where they're dripping wet, but do not, they should not be really lightly damp. They need to be somewhat saturated with water, and then you put them in Ziploc bags, and some people like to put them under heat, so that they're germinating at around 84 to 86 degrees. I found that I wasn't having much luck with that, and actually found that I was having better luck when I was just leaving them out at room temperature, like around 68, 60 something degrees here in the room. I'm not sure why that is, since all I hear on YouTube is that it's best to put them under 84 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit heat. Germination should typically occur after about a week. You'll find that some of your seed varieties will start germinating within less than a week, and others take longer. For instance, the ghost peppers the ghost pepper seeds started sprouting very quickly, and the Moruga scorpion original that I have down on the bottom left still hasn't sprouted, and all the conditions have been the same for all of these, but for some reason the Moruga scorpion original is not germinating and producing sprouts yet. So I'm not sure why that is. Maybe they could be old seeds. Who knows?